Hi, I'm Special Agent Trujillo with the New Mexico Attorney General's Office, a part of the Special Investigations Unit. Another popular scam that we're seeing within the New Mexico area is a scam that is involving fake or virtual kidnappings. Now, what this entails is an individual doing their homework on what we're seeing as middle class to wealthy female adults. They will then find their family history, locate who their families are, and they will start talking to that family. In turn, they'll get their phone number, they'll call them up and say, hi, we have your loved one. In most cases, it has been a young adult female in the middle school, high school range, where they say that we have your daughter kidnapped and that we are demanding money. What the scammer will then do is they will keep that individual on the phone for as long as possible and demand that they stay on the phone, and if they hang up, that they will harm their daughter or their loved one. In that situation, they'll put a fake person on the phone to act as if they are that individual's loved one, and they will in turn say, help me, please send them money, whatever the case may be, which then obviously puts any parent into a nervous state and a scared state. At that point, the scammer says, we'll keep them on the line until you get that money, and we'll meet at an area somewhere in New Mexico to hand over the money, and at that point your daughter will be released. One thing that we are seeing very, very popular, that they do pick individuals that they do have homework on. They will find people who they can exploit and who they feel would be vulnerable to a parental situation involving their child. One other thing that we're noticing with these scams is that they're requesting that they keep these people on the line, and they are going to banks where they're requesting money in large portions in order to get their child released from their custody. Once the transaction's complete and they've returned the money to the drop location, wherever that may be in New Mexico, they cut the phone line. Now what we're seeing is these parents now are then calling their children, and their children are in school still, they're at after school events, they're hanging out with friends, and they have no idea what their parents are talking about. In the case that a New Mexican is affected by the situation where they are receiving a phone call and saying that their loved one has been kidnapped and a demand of ransom has been made for money, by all means, text them. Have another individual reach out to them if they're around you, and that way you can verify that their safety before you start making any kind of financial plans to pay this individual and meet with them in a secretive place.